Decision Makers Workshop at Ingolstadt Hospital. As always, there's a truly wonderful and vibrant atmosphere here in Ingolstadt with Thomas Kleemann's dedicated team. An absolutely excellent location and a very dedicated and engaging speaker. Today, Thomas Kleemann generously shared his valuable perspective on the important topics of the process engine, the patient portal, and the exciting future of KISS, with 2 S's. That truly means what genuinely matters to him is that he profoundly desires the entire topic of comprehensive management to be given even more significant prominence and considerable attention, especially considering the undeniable fact that with the advanced and user-friendly patient portal, I naturally and quite readily want to go ahead and book appointments within the extensive hospital organization, book various essential services, and indeed get a confirmed offer. Subsequently, the hospital must also be fully capable and well prepared to reliably fulfill all these scheduled appointments and confirmed offers without any issues. And for him, these 2 things don't fit together as long as the management isn't in place. Then, before the main workshop activities commenced, we had the privilege of hosting 4 insightful keynotes. The very first presentation was delivered by the distinguished Dr. Jürgen Bosk from DMI, who specifically focused on the crucial and interconnected topics of comprehensive digital strategy, seamless interoperability, and the fundamental validity of essential data trust services. Then the dedicated colleagues from Samedi, working closely and collaboratively together with Agaplesion, meticulously presented their extensive and valuable expertise on the crucial topic of patient portals, and generously shared the significant and practical experience they have already successfully gained in this important area. Then, Nico Gern from Develop, a distinguished expert, presented his insightful perspective on the crucial topic of process management. Yes, and at that significant point, Dr. Lib and the esteemed Knappschaft clinics subsequently followed and clearly demonstrated how remarkably far they have truly come in successfully implementing the comprehensive patient portal and precisely what valuable achievements they have already accomplished. And then we discussed everything again with the moderators of the workshops, that is the workshop moderators Thomas Kleinemann, myself, Dr. Andreas Baes, and Professor Dr. Martin Stemmler. And then we moved into the working groups. The working groups at the Entscheiderwerkstatt are always set up so that on the one hand, a strategic approach is pursued in some groups, and on the other hand, a more operational and regulatory approach in others. You could also call it top-down and bottom-up. And the result is always that you approach the problem from both sides, so that when you look at both sets of findings from the working groups, you end up with a very cohesive result, essentially thinking from the end backwards. What would an Entscheider fabric be? Always very happy to do so. Yes, in addition, as you might see from the shirt, we also had meetings from the Hospital Association. Yesterday we had a General Assembly. Very good for me because I was discharged as Managing Director. And then this morning, we had our quarterly meeting of the Hospital Association for the 4th quarter. The topics were about how we can get the issue of NIS 2 properly addressed for management. That means, what have we done about it? We set up a complete NIS 2 training for management, a full NIS 2 compliance check for the organization, and an e-learning course for all hospital employees, so that management can provide proof not only for themselves personally, but also for the company. That way, the hospital has developed its ISMS further towards NIS 2, making the whole thing insurable, so that the insurance broker or provider will pay in such cases. Then we moved on to the quarterly reports for our digital strategy. In other words, along the lines of we have a strategy, and each quarter we look at how we are progressing, how we are developing further, and how we are achieving our goals. Here our colleagues Sebastian Dretzker from Lichtenau and Daniel Schlessmann from Bad Mergentheim gave presentations. Then we addressed the topic of tenders. We have quite a bit planned in that area. After that, we got an update on the host do-it infrastructure and service, and we also planned out the coming year, since next year is a major anniversary year for the Entscheider Fabrik ecosystem. The ecosystem is turning 20 years old. The founding association, Arheim EV, is celebrating its 20th anniversary, and the Arheim Academy is turning 10, as is the Hospital Association, which is also turning 10. So there is a lot to celebrate. We are looking forward to tomorrow's workday here in Ingolstadt, to the workshop, and of course to the Digital Health Leadership Summit on the 1st, 2nd and 3rd of the 12th at the University Hospital Basel, and then the big anniversary celebration of the ecosystem on the 11th, 12th and 13th of February at the Digitalization Summit in Düsseldorf. Take care. Goodbye.